Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the brothers and sisters of this beautiful planet. I am V.I.V.E. I'm transmitting from Cusco here in the middle of the Peruvian highlands, not far from Machu Picchu, Peru. So I'm talking about the local philosophy, very old culture that can be officially by the scholars tracked to at least 5,000 years ago. And the philosophy that these ancestors and my grandparents were teaching us here is about live with awareness, which is in the local language called ayin kausei. There are four pillars in order to start walking into this spiritual journey, and I've been talking already about the first two. Think with awareness. You can go to the video and get the details about what does it mean, but basically invites you to observe your thoughts to the point that you can empty your mind or even control what do you put in your mind. That naturally leads into the second principle, which is feel with awareness. Or in different words, if here it's completely chaotic, if there are problems, if it's not in the present, if it's our mind is living 20, 30 years ago or some months ago, or it's regretting because things we've done and we cannot forgive us because whatever happened in the past, or it's very excited about what's going to happen tomorrow, in 10 years, in 20 years, because we're completely concerned living ahead of the moment of the now and the time of the here. So it is very important to have a very quiet mind, what continue in a quiet feeling. And then the third one, it's called in the local language ayin arimai. Arimai stands for speak. Speak with awareness, speak with consciousness, speak with correctness, with rightness. It's a very important part, because in most of the religious groups, in most of the philosophies, normally the concept of divinity that all of these groups has is that divinity said something and divinity created through the power, the vibration of the words. Not in ours. I will do a complete video about our idea we have about divinity. For us, everything comes from the mind. We are the imagination of divinity here, because divinity imagines something and immediately manifests things. But for the humans, for our brothers and sisters, the runas, the humans, that's what runa means, that we exist here in this path, they invite us to create with the words. Of course, if the mind is clear and the feelings, who are a kind of catalyzer of our thoughts, it's very important to speak with awareness. It is said that the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. So I'm not talking about just the words you speak with other people. I'm even speaking about the words you speak to yourself. What's the language that you use for yourself? How do you talk with yourself? And how do you talk with the others? And how you are capable to hear other people. All this is connected. Let me give you an example. If you are in a vibration where, for instance, you say that I'm looking for couple, a partner, investor, whatever, in different dimensions of our lives. If you stand, if you always refer when somebody asks you, what are you doing? And you always say, I'm looking for what you are ordering to the universe, to the divinity, is exactly this concept of looking for. So you're going to keep looking for, and that's it. It's different maybe to say, I am in process to get this, or I'm very close to get that. A job, a partner, a relation, a healthy relationship, a change in my mind, a change in my feelings, a change in my behaviors. So this is the most important tool, and in the one you have to be very careful in the way you speak to the others. I have to do it by myself as well. I have to heal the way I speak about myself to others and the way I speak to myself. I noticed, for instance, that in my mother's family, it was a very interesting thing. The words, the language that we always has been speaking for years is about lack of, scarcity, poverty. Not just about money, but about everything. It got to a point where I remember pretty well when I was probably high school, 13, 14 years old, all the way to the university, talking, thinking that naturally for me is that everything complicates. I do remember speaking with friends, with family about, you know what, things for me always takes time. Eventually I get it, but there is one thing and there is another thing and there is a little complication and there is this issue, but eventually I get it to there. But I know I'm going to get it, but I know it's going to take certain effort and time and solve many problems. And I believe that for myself. I get to a point where I start believing that that was my star, that that was my destiny, that I was brought to this universe to do that. That was something that I couldn't escape to, couldn't escape from. So I have to work a lot. I have to hear my brother, I have to hear my sister, I have to hear my uncles, I have to hear my aunts, always talking about how complicated is life, how hard is to create things, how difficult is life. It's more and sad at the same time. Many of them, many of the family, thinking about they cannot achieve anything in this life because they were very bad luck, because they were witched, because in the future, maybe in the next generation, in the next incarnation, they are going to be happy. In the next incarnation, they are going to be better, they are going to have more resources. And it cost a lot of effort from my part to discover that this is a story that they told me. Then I make it my story, and then I make that story mine. And unfortunately, I was going to pass the same story to my children. However, when I start this path that I'm teaching to you, the idea it's actually you find your own way, but I give you the pillars, I give you the foundations, I give you a few tips that eventually or not could help you to do the same thing because it worked for me. And I had somebody like I'm now speaking to you. I had masters, I had people I spend time with, I have friends, I have brothers and sisters that start walking with my masters and helping each other to identify what's going on. Actually, when I do coaching and when people come and speak to me, I need 30 seconds to hear your story or the story that you make yours, and repeat certain words and repeat certain concept, and you already decided to be either a victim, either a very bad luck generation, either a very complicated reality in this place where you live, that you are already in the hell for this reality and you are playing that role. But you have the power, the capacity to change things. Because if you can make any story, if somebody told you a story, in this case your family, you are very impressionable at the beginning, in the first years. We don't know, we are learning. And unfortunately, these people who train us and who teach us, they've been taught as well by somebody else. So if we are capable to make a story which is not our story, but it's somebody else's story, and we believe it, we trust it, and we follow, and we speak about it, and we think about it, and we put our emotions in that because we trust in that story, and eventually act and create that reality, I think we have the capacity to do exactly the same thing with a different story, with a different set mind, with a different way to see and observe the life. And it's about trying. Many years ago, I met a person that told me that thoughts become things. The thoughts are the ones that create reality. And I didn't buy that idea. I said, maybe yes, maybe no. So he told me, why don't you try? And I start waking up every morning thinking about what I would like to improve my life. I never thought my life was bad. I never thought I have to change my life. I just thought I have a beautiful life, I'm happy for the life I have, but I would like to create something else. I would like to do something else. I would like to challenge myself to new things. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this set of videos. I'm developing something that I want to create, this time not for myself, this time not for the patients that come to my house looking for different kind of healing, because I am a Hampi Kamayuk. I am somebody who knows about how to use certain herbs, how to use certain techniques like meditation. I serve ayahuasca in certain cases when I think it is necessary, or rapé, blowing this tobacco and powder things to the nose of the patients. But also I teach them about meditation. I suggest them about how to change the diet, for instance. I suggest them, and this is a very important thing, this is the key, how to speak to the universe and how the universe answer back. I consider a universe is like, I'm a father now, I have two boys. As a father, if my boys come, one is going to finish high school next year, and he already came and told me, Father, what do you think I should do? And as a father, as one who loves him, and I want the best for him, and I bless him with fortune, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking what to tell. What do I going to tell him? What's the correct thing? What do I want he be? And eventually, going very hard in the interior, in my mind, in my meditation, I was thinking, what do I want for him? And as a father, I thought, whatever he wants to be. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want he be a conscious person. I want he be a good neighbor. I want he be the best in what he is at this moment. I want the best version of him. And the universe is exactly the same. The Mother Earth, I have talked with her and I have asked about what actually do you want I do, what's my purpose, what should I do, what do you want I do. And the answer is always the same. Whatever you want, my son, because I love you that much that I want you create and you do whatever you want. If it's conscious, if it's done with awareness, and if it makes you healthy, happy, joyful, love it, and that's it. I'm going to do another video about my first experience with ayahuasca, where I ask about the purpose of my life, and I was shocked with the answer that there is no purpose. And when somebody tells you there is no purpose, there is two ways to understand it. One, so nothing makes sense, life itself has no sense. Or B, the positive way. If there is no purpose, I can create my own, because I'm the creator. And as a creator, I can tell, I can build, I can create, co-create, procreate the story of the life I want. So, speak with awareness is very important. Certain words in different languages, of course, has masculine and feminine energy. Do you speak with more masculine way, in a more feminine way? You have to balance. Do you speak always thinking about the universe itself is against you, or you speak about thinking that everything is ready for you, that you deserve abundance, that you deserve the possibility to be helped, to be supported by the energies of the universe? What is the way you talk to yourself? This is the key. So I suggest you an exercise for this one. Start hearing yourself. Listen to yourself. For a minute, when you are talking with other people, get out from you and look at yourself like you are separate from that things going on. And listen. What words do you speak all time? What words are you repeating to you every single day? They are normally the same ones, whatever you've been talking about. Today, 80% of that probably, you've been talking about that yesterday and the day before and the last week and the previous month and the last year and 10 years ago. At least something huge happened, changing you and your reality. You've been repeating and repeating and repeating. Do you want to change that? You have to change your words, the way you speak to the others. You have to speak with confidence. You have to wake up in the morning and you have to say, I'm going to do this. And you do it. Because at this point of what I am sharing with you, you know that when there is peace here, the next natural thing is that there is love here. And this is going to create happiness, which is having all your energies in a very, very beautiful harmony. And the next thing, which is the next video about, you are going to act, you are going to do, you are going to be capable to plan and make it. Things with awareness, with consciousness, with correctness. So this is just the beginning of a beautiful journey I have done to myself and I keep doing, because many times we get out from the path, from the spiritual paths, whatever you choose. We are humans. We are just humans. Our perfection is be non-perfect. But that's beautiful. Because we are constantly growing. We are constantly evolving. We are constantly learning. So that's an amazing thing, isn't it? So that's what this channel is about. You, not me. You, through the teaching, through the knowledge I was given with. It's not my knowledge. It's knowledge of thousands of years. With that knowledge, you are capable to transform to yourself. Not to others, sorry. Don't try to change family, don't try to change other people. It is possible to do it, yes, but that could be black magic. And black magic exists. There's nothing wrong with black magic. It's very powerful, but it's a huge responsibility as well. So it's your brother V.I.V.E here, ready to create more content about this channel. Very happy because some of you are getting the information, and if this is resonating with you, go for it. If it's no, go for something else. We all have different paths, and all paths are valid, and they are okay. Life is beautiful, and you have to learn to live with happiness. Just to wake up every single morning and feel completely happy to be up, to have one more present from the universe, which is the present, one more day to do things, one more day to do things in your own way. That's amazing. Smell the air, feel the sun coming to you, and the wind. It's so perfect and beautiful. But you can create it from the mouth. This is your power.